it here in just a moment. So we've begun recording just now. We would also recommend that you set your Zoom meeting to speaker view. You will do this by navigating to the right-hand corner of your screen, and you will see a view button, and you will hit speaker view. This could also say side-by-side speaker view, and this will allow you to see only one person and that person who is speaking, since we will have multiple speakers for this event. I want to take a moment too to just review our agenda really quickly for this celebration. We will be hearing from the Stucker Career Center director. Then we'll be moving into the presentation of Employer of the Year runner-ups and then the Employer of the Year recipients. We will then turn it over to our experiential education team to present the UK Intern runner-ups and then the UK Intern of the Year award. I just want to take this time to remind those nominators that you will be just asked to say a few words about why you nominated either the employer or the intern, just depending on who you submitted for this honor. And then we will go ahead. If anyone has any questions, you can feel free to put those in the chat, or if you're having any technical issues, feel free to put those in the chat. We have somebody monitoring that as well. And we will go ahead and turn it over to Mr. Ray Clear, our Career Center Director.
Thank you, Rachel. Really good to be with everyone this afternoon. Good afternoon. As Rachel said, I oversee UK's University Career Center, the Stucker Career Center. It's really a privilege to be with you all virtually for this year's awards program. We fully expect to be able to offer an on-site version of this program in future years, but the opportunity to convene with you virtually and just honor the outstanding work of these students and employer partners is a privilege, and it's just a great capstone to an extraordinary academic year at UK. I would, though, first like to thank Todd Stoltz, who's our program director for experiential education, and Rachel Brand, whom you just heard from, our assistant director for employer relations and community partnerships, for their dedicated work and planning efforts organizing these award nominations in today's program. They've been working on this since at least October of last year, and their time and commitment is a great reflection on the university. I'd also like to thank the staff committee that reviewed student and employer nominations and helped us select today's award recipients. I also think it's important to acknowledge what an unusual year it's been for our students and our employers when it comes to any type of field experience like internships and co-ops. You know, a year that many of them saw their internship converted to either remote or hybrid, because of the coronavirus pandemic, or students who had to reset their plans because you know, plan A was canceled because of the COVID-19. So, you know, it's been a challenging year. Our employers have done an amazing job recalibrating and rethinking how they deliver these types of opportunities. So definitely a year of innovation. And so finally, I'd like to extend congratulations to all of our student nominees and our employer partner nominees. It's a real honor to gather with you all from afar and to recognize such outstanding work. And so with that said, I'll turn this back over to Rachel.
Thank you for sharing a few words and a few thoughts with us today, Ray. We really appreciate you being here. So as I said, we're just going to hop right into it. We're going to first talk a little bit about the process for the Employer of the Year award. So for this award, we asked students and the UK community to nominate outstanding employers who support UK students in their career development journey. Ray spoke to it a minute ago, but we did assemble a selection committee of career advisor, major exploratory associates, and members of our employer relations team to review the nominations and select one winner. Tonight, we have 4 finalists or runner-ups and the Employer of the Year here with us today. So we are going to go and talk a little bit about the top 4 finalists and runner-ups. And we will go ahead and start with Cintas. And if we can move the slides along, there we go. So Cintas, I actually have the pleasure of nominating an employer, and that just happens to be our first one here today, which is Cintas. And specifically, the company representative was Kara Howard that I was thinking of. So Cintas is one of my, I'll just go ahead and jump into it. I will call on nominators when we get to your employers as well. It just happens to be the first one. So Cintas is one of my go-to employers for all things student engagement. Kara Howard and her team are always ready to help students through panel participation, knowledge sharing events, resume reviews, practice interviews. The list goes on and on. Cintas heavily recruits for their full-time management trainee program from UK and has had amazing things to say about all UK hires over the years. Cintas has partnered with us on multiple events for students, especially in the beginning of COVID-19. When the pandemic hit in March 2020, we were trying to get programming and resources out to students about job search strategies and how to navigate a virtual career fair. And Kara was one of those first employers who had recently, pre-pandemic, participated in a virtual job fair. She was more than willing to hop on a Facebook Live program with us to discuss how students can prepare. In fact, Kara actually volunteered for many different virtual programs over the course of this past year and has just always been very, very involved. So Cintas is one of our finalists and runner-ups, and we'd like to acknowledge them here today. And so thank you to Cintas for being an amazing employer partner. All right, so we're going to move on to our next finalist runner-up, which is DSM. And DSM's nominator, Rebecca Caldwell, could not be here today. So I am actually going to read what she has DSM. I just want to double check that she didn't pop in while I was talking. And it looks like she did not. So I'm just going to go ahead and read the amazing paragraph she just sent me to talk a little bit about DSM. So Rebecca says that I am grateful for DSM as they continue to attend career fairs and offer employment opportunities to UK students during the pandemic, at a time when many companies were suspending intern programs. DSM hired me as an intern for my gap year as I transitioned from undergrad to grad school. I was inspired to apply by a former intern who spoke at a College of Engineering career fair. It was very clear that she was enjoying her experience and passionate about the projects she got to work on at DSM. DSM is very deserving of this honor due to their continued support of UK students despite the challenging year we have had. Thank you so much to Rebecca for submitting that testimony. Very powerful coming from a student. All right, we're going to go on to our next finalist runner-up in the Employer of the Year category, which is MCM CPAs. And Maya Vergara is the one who nominated this employer, and with that company representative being Sarah Stewart. So I want to invite her, I want to invite Maya to speak with us today about her experience with MCM CPAs. Maya, are you here? I always like to give like 5 seconds because I tend to move quickly, so. All right. Since Maya is not here, I actually have what they wrote here today. So I will go ahead and share that as well. All right. So she says, I've been working as a tax intern at MCM CPA since January 2021. It has been one of the best experiences. As an international student, it has been difficult to find a place that would be flexible with restrictions. However, everyone at MCM has gone out of their way to make sure I am able to take part in this opportunity. Moreover, everyone is always checking in on us to make sure we are comfortable with the work we are doing. All interns are able to get hands-on experience, and that is the best part. We get treated as a part of the team. You never feel like an intern or that no one knows you. I am very grateful for everything MCM has done for me. Thank you so much for that testimony. Sarah says MCM is fantastic. Yes, the chat is open for comments as well. We love to hear from you all. All right, we're going to go on to our final finalist and runner-up, which is the Ronald McDonald House. And I know that the nominator is in the house right now. Todd Stoltzfus nominated Ronald McDonald House Charities of the Bluegrass for this honor. So I'd like to invite Todd to just say a few words about why he nominated Ronald McDonald House.
Sure. Thank you so much, Rachel. Yes, I had the pleasure of nominating the Ronald McDonald House. They've had a long history of involvement and engagement with the University of Kentucky. It's been a difficult year for RMH and for all of our community partners because of COVID. For safety reasons, many of the internships and the volunteer options had to be cut back. But even so, Ronald McDonald House was able to take many opportunities online. And so they've been a great partner with us to continue to create opportunities for students, and in particular, Jillian Pyatt, who I think is representing Ronald McDonald House on the line today. So they, over the summer of 2020, they pivoted and they provided virtual internship opportunities at their within their organization. And then they've also consistently been participants in other events that we've had, such as the Fall 2020 Nonprofit Internship Interview Fair, where they also picked up another virtual internship for our Community Scholars program. Jillian and the others folks over RMH are consistently, at our coffee chats and on panel discussions, a part of our service learning and civic engagement council meetings, and so we really appreciate all that they do for our students on campus. And I'll end with one final little anecdote. I was just in a conversation just last week with a guy named David Fardeau. He's a faculty member in public health, and we weren't talking about Ronald McDonald House or anything about nonprofits or community, but he was like, I can't wait until COVID is done, and because I want to volunteer with Ronald McDonald House. That's the first thing I want to do, when we can get back into sort of a normal situation. And so that's part of the spirit of the people who work there, and just making an impact on the people that they serve and the people who serve them. So I'm happy to have nominated Ronald McDonald for this honor. Thanks.
Thank you so much, Todd, for those kind words. Feel free, I'm seeing the chat kind of blow up. I love it. So feel free to write your responses in chat, or if you have a comment about anything, please feel free to drop that in the chat. Just wanted to note that really quick. So we want to recognize all of these employers by giving them a certificate of achievement for being nominated for this award. It is a great honor. We work, Todd and I and Ray and all those who work in this area at UK work with a lot of people. So to be nominated is a big, big honor. So we so appreciate you all and all the things you do for UK students. And with that, we do want to move to the employer presenting of the UK Employer of the Year. So one employer was selected to have this honor of the Employer of the Year and will be recognized with this plaque, and normally in person, I'd be handing you that plaque. So we're just gonna pretend right now. But we are so honored and excited to announce the UK Employer of the Year award will go to Brainbox. And at this time, we would like to invite the nominator, Sarah Madison, who I also know is here for a fact, to share a few words about why you nominated this employer. And then we will invite Scott Bridegam for a few words.
Thank you, Rachel. Yes, I was thrilled to hear about this for BrainBox because Scott, who you're going to hear from, and all of his colleagues, they could not be more supportive of students. They're supportive of students that are exploring careers. They're supportive of students in their development. They do it all. They've hired a lot of students for internships. And I know I'm representing the Gatton College of Business, but they go across colleges and are willing to work with so many types of students, and no matter where the student is, they really do a great job of designing the experience around the student's strengths, like seeing, okay, well, this is what this student is good at. Let's tailor this experience for them and really let them grow. And so whenever we get students that come back from interning with them, they just rave about the experience and how much they got to grow and learn. We also count on Scott and his team throughout the year. They're always a go-to if we need help or advice. They'll review resumes. They've done practice interviews. They've been on panels in all kinds of disciplines, marketing, sports, just general panels, guest speakers in classes. They've, if we've asked them to mentor a student one-on-one, they've done that too. And they've given us a lot of time over the years. Since I met Scott, we've gotten a lot of their time, and we just really appreciated that. Last summer, they helped with our summer skills project, where they mentored a small group of students through a 7-week program. And they're going to help again this coming summer with that program, and even provide a project for the students to do. So that's a great way for them to scale how many students they can help. And I feel like if we ask, we do already ask a lot of Scott and his team. And if Scott can't do it, he finds us someone who can, which is great, because then we just get to meet more and more people from the BrainBox team. And everyone we've ever encountered is the same, just supportive, positive, encouraging. We've never met a BrainBox employee that didn't make a positive impact on our students. I know Camille Turner's on the call today. She spoke in one of our freshman classes just last month, and it was amazing. Students wrote essays about how impactful her talk was. So we just know that it's a great team over there. I'm thrilled to give them this recognition. They deserve this recognition for all the hours we put in. So congratulations, BrainBox, and I'll turn it over to Scott.
Well, on behalf of BrainBox Immersive Marketing, we just want to say thank you. When Rachel sent me the email, I thought, well, there must have been at least 100 winners of this or something. That's really cool. I'm so happy to be part of this because we love working with the University of Kentucky. But then to find out that you guys had picked one, we were just over the moon. And anyway, we're just so proud to be a partner with the University of Kentucky. Our founder is an alumni of the University of Kentucky twice over, going through the Gatton Business School and being a marketing guy that he is. So he loves it. He's sort of the guy behind the scenes that you guys don't hear or get to see. But the reason every BrainBox employee loves to work with the University of Kentucky is a lot to do with Rick Ford, our CEO. And so we just love carrying on that legacy. We have some good people. You mentioned Camille Turner as part of our team, but everyone that is part of our team really feels like they wish they could give back to when they were in college. And we're doing internships of their own. So that's what we try to do when we work together with the university, and we just enjoy it a lot. So it's great to be able to work with people like Sarah, who are so committed to the students. I think I wish I could go back and be my younger self and go tell everyone about some of the opportunities there are out in the university with regards to what Sarah does and her team does for them. And I'm sure what the Student Center is doing for our students. So anything we can do to keep that relationship going, we are more than happy to do it. And I will say this, as I listen to all the other nominees, what a great group of organizations and businesses out there that are doing good stuff. So we're just happy to be among that talented group of organizations and mentioned in the same breath. I do want to give big kudos to Camille, because I think Camille, from our perspective, is probably a lot more fun to listen to as a mentee, or excuse me, a mentor when you're a mentee, than an old guy like me. But she's done such a tremendous job, and her whole team of digital marketers that bring youth and some relative experience of what's happening right now to what these interns get to do. I know that makes those interns come back and say nice things about us. So I did want to give Camille just 10, 15 seconds to say a couple of words, because she's so integral to what we do. Camille?
Thanks, Scott. And thanks, Sarah. I'm new in the company relatively, about a year and a half in, and Scott asked me to jump in. I'm like, I'm all for it. I love developing students. I love to contribute as much as I can. So it was really, really exciting to hear that we got nominated and presented with the award this year. So I say, keep it coming. If you need more help, let me know. And, we'll keep reaching our hands out and influencing the market as much as we can. So once again, thank you all very much.
My last comments are congratulations. I know we haven't announced them yet, but I'm positive all the nominated interns here and the winner of the intern portion of this, congratulations to you guys too for taking advantage of all the great opportunities the University of Kentucky gives you guys. And again, on behalf of the entire BrainBox team, we thank the University of Kentucky. Go Cats.
Very, very well said by the BrainBox team. Scott and Camille, we are so appreciative that you are here today. And thank you so much to Sarah for saying a few words. We are so ecstatic that you all are here with us. And again, congratulations on receiving the UK Employer of the Year Award. At this point, we're going to move into the UK Intern of the Year portion of the evening, and I would like to hand it over to my colleagues Todd Stoltzfus and Laura Hirschenbach. So they are going to take it away with the UK Intern of the Year.
Thank you very much, Rachel. I'm going to handle the Intern of the Year runners up. We have 5, and then I will turn it over to Laura Hirschenbach to do the final UK Intern of the Year. So we're excited about our all the applications that we received and hearing the great things that students are doing in these organizations and in our community. And we just are happy to have a chance to honor them and celebrate them, and to hear from the nominators about those impacts that they made during their internships. So we sent emails far and wide to employers and organizations who were hosting an intern to get nominations, and then we got great nominations, and we were like the Employer of the Year, we had the same selection committee review the nominations and make the final choices. So we have 5 runners up, and I will just name them right now, and then so that you kind of know what order you're going in terms of the nominator statements. So it's Arizzona Albright, Chess Necessary, Sabrina Jacobs, Shyla Harton, and Thomas Daughtery. So we will start with Arizzona Albright, and she was an intern for Kentucky Interpreter and Translator Association, and I believe we have Jason Knapp here who can give a few words about his experiences with Arizzona. Go ahead, Jason.
Okay, thank you, Todd. And let me just start out by saying thank you to Todd, Kim, Amanda Royer, the team on your end that we've been working with for these internships. It's been a wonderful experience, and we're sort of new to this, but we hope we will be able to continue this partnership. And a big thanks to Arizzona. She was a bright light in our organization for the brief time she was with us, and she was always a pleasure to work with. And the reason we nominated her really had more to do with her character than with her accomplishments. Her accomplishments were outstanding, but they would not have been possible were it not for the sort of person she is. Her enthusiasm, her initiative, her dedication, all of those things were brought to bear on the projects that she worked with for us with our social media. She did an outstanding job helping us to grow our social media footprint, but you could tell it was with her, it was a passion with her. It was something that she was fully committed to and fully engaged in. And that was, it was impressive to see. And it was a real pleasure to work with her in that. And we're happy for her that she's able to get some recognition for that.
Thank you. Thanks, Jason, and appreciate all the hard work with Arizona. She was in one of the internship programs that we manage here, and we're so glad that she was part of this. Our next honoree is Just Necessary, and the nominator is Paul Kuhl from Space Tango. So go ahead, Paul.
Yeah, thank you very much. So yeah, we nominated Chess because he came in and immediately made an impact on our company. You know, we do a lot of very complicated things here, and so you never know exactly how somebody's going to be able to come in and contribute. And you know, Chess came in and was willing to take anything on that we gave to him. He did an amazing job with most of the things we gave him, and then continued to push past kind of expectations to make things happen, and to get involved in projects in a way that is not usually expected of interns. So Chess got so deep in you know, some of our partnerships with our customers, Lambda, where we're making artificial retinas in microgravity, that he, you know, was part of our customer calls and traveled to Florida to do the deintegration of the hardware when it came back from space. So can't say enough about his attitude, can't say enough about the work that he's done here. We appreciate the education that he's gotten, the experience that he has, and he came in and contributed so effectively that we had to extend his internship for at least another month. So we're keeping him as long as we can.
Thanks, Paul. That's good to hear. I'm sure he appreciates it too. Our next honoree is Sabrina Jacobs, and her nominator was Holly Weimers, but Holly was not able to attend today. But Erin Denoyers, I believe I pronounce her name, is here, and I think was her actual part of it, was a supervisor for Sabrina. So Erin, if you are here, you can take the floor.
Good evening, everyone. Thank you so much. Sabrina joined our UK Aggie-Coin programs team in the spring of 2020 as our communications and student relations intern. Since then, she has made incredible contributions to our program that will have a positive impact for years to come. She has proven herself to be highly motivated, very talented, and all around a team player. She has taken on countless projects in communications, graphic design, event planning, and really just assisting our team in adapting and thinking outside of the box in navigating operations, student relations in the midst of a pandemic. On behalf of the UK Aggie-Coin programs team, faculty, and staff, we are truly grateful for Sabrina and her amazing efforts during her time with us. It is without a doubt, Sabrina will do incredible things in her life and her career, and she is so deserving to be recognized this evening for all of her efforts. Thank you, Sabrina, for all you have done for our program. You are considered an integral team member, and we cannot thank you enough.
Thank you, Erin. Our next honoree is Shyla Harton, and the nominator was Rebecca Webb from Community Inspired Solutions. Rebecca, you have the floor.
Thank you very much. Shyla has been such a blessing to us. We're just a small local nonprofit and we're not very well known in the community. And Shyla came to us and started working with us. It did not take her long to figure out where we needed help. Above and beyond what it was that she'd come to us to do. We had her start out to do some virtual classes since we had to go virtual with our young people. So to do some virtual classes on diversity, but she soon noticed that we had a gap in our marketing. So Shyla took on our social media campaign. She developed a program of where certain days of the week there would be certain things that were posted to our social media. She created the posters or the flyers or just the posts themselves and made sure that they got out, and we were able to increase our visibility by what she's done. We've gained some new followers. We're going to miss her. It's been great having her there with us and the work that she has done and how much she has been a help. She's jumped in wherever she could, whenever she could, to do whatever she could to help us out. And it has been tremendous. And we will miss her. And I wish I had the opportunity the other gentleman did, that we could just extend her and keep her, but we know that can't happen. She's got bigger and better things to go on to. And we're happy for her. And we're sad to see her go, but we're glad to have had her with us. And thank you all for allowing us to be in this program. We greatly appreciate that.
Thank you, Rebecca, and thank you for being such a great partner to us, and congratulations to Shyla as well. Our final runner-up honoree is Thomas Daughtery, and his nominator was Andrew Hall from UK Athletics. Go ahead,
Thanks.
Andrew.
Thanks, Todd. Just a couple words about Tom. Tom's been an instrumental part of our team in the Student Athlete Experience Division in the athletics department. Over the last 9 months, even in a virtual setting, Tom has demonstrated a willingness to learn and assist in any way possible to help our live performance team grow. Tom mostly focused on growing our data collection and analytics in our division. Tom was able to use the data collected and tell the story about what our student athletes are doing off the field through dashboards and reports. However, no matter what was asked of Tom to accomplish, Tom always stepped up and completed the task. Tom's been a great worker, but he's an even better person. Athletics has been extremely lucky that Tom has been a part of our team, and the sky's the limit for Tom. Congratulations, Tom.
Thank you, Andrew. I read the recommendation or the nomination letter for Tom, and I was like, you know, I saw what he did for you from an analytics standpoint and a platform, and I was like, I'm kind of interested in that. So I've been in contact with Andrew to try to see if we can get a demo of Tom's work. So we really appreciate that. So I will now turn it over to Laura Hirschenbach, who will provide the final UK Intern of the Year.
Yes, thanks, Todd. I'm so excited to be with all of you tonight and all of the hard work that everyone has put in to the past year. It's not been easy, but we've made it to the finish line. We're so glad to celebrate each of you. And so without further ado, we are so excited to honor Lauren Hudson as the UK Intern of the Year for all that she has done. And I'll turn it over to Nathan to share some words about Lauren.
Yeah, thank you very much. I want to start out by congratulating Lauren on winning this award. I think it's just such a great testament to all your hard work, your dedication, all your achievements related to your coursework and all your experiential activities and accomplishments. And I'm going to say more about Lauren. Before doing so, I'd like to thank the Career Center You all do so much to support our students, and I'm so grateful to have you as a partner in doing that. I'd like to thank the selection committee for making all these selections. I know you had a very hard job selecting from all of our outstanding employers and students. And congratulations to all the employers and students that were recognized today. So back to Lauren. I met Lauren in late 2018. In fact, I reached out to her randomly after she was highlighted in a UK Now article regarding multiple award-winning books that she's written, which in and of itself is an outstanding accomplishment. In this UK Now article, there was a comment about how she has interest in oncology. And as some of you know, I do a lot of work with students who have such interest. And so I thought I could help her. So again, just randomly reached out to her and she agreed to meet with this random person that randomly emailed her about a week later. And ever since then, we've worked together on a number of research, education outreach projects, including through the EXP 396 course that the Career Center organizes. So through our work together, we've studied cancer disparities in Eastern Kentucky, which are significant if you're not aware. And she's really developed a significant passion for cancer research. And it's been really rewarding for me to see a light bulb go off in Lauren around her curiosity and passion for cancer research and her enthusiasm for learning as much as she can about the disparities in Kentucky. And we've made great accomplishments together, particularly Lauren. So she's worked really hard, and she's first author on 4 peer-reviewed journal articles. She's co-author on an additional 5 peer-reviewed journal articles. We've co-edited a book together that was published in 2020. And she's given several presentations, including at an international cancer conference. And I'm not aware of any other undergraduate that has had such exceptional research success. Looking back on my undergraduate career, I did not do anything near anything like that. So it's just phenomenal to me. Lauren is a focused, driven, curious, and enthusiastic student. She has excellent research writing and fantastic communication skills. Just a phenomenal writer. She's collaborative. She's an overall great team player. She's been just so extremely helpful, and her work has been immensely valuable to my research and really to other students and other staff that I work with. She's highly mentorable, malleable, has a great attitude, and all this makes it really a joy to work with her. I know over the years that we've worked together, we have been able to accomplish, about 100% more than I would have accomplished without her. So that's been phenomenal. I think I couldn't have asked for a more engaged and helpful student, and hands down over the 7 years as a faculty member, she's the top undergraduate that I've worked with by far. So, I feel really blessed that our paths crossed, again, pretty randomly, and that we've had an opportunity to work together and to achieve a significant amount in a pretty short amount of time. So, Lauren, I'm really proud that you've won this award. Very thankful for the selection committee for recognizing you and all your hard work. Again, I know the selection committee had really tough decisions to make, so thank you. And congratulations, Lauren. Like others have said, I'm thrilled to have an opportunity to continue working with Lauren, at least for another year before she goes to medical school. But I'm hoping that we can continue to work together even from a distance if she is going to medical school, but if she decides to do so somewhere other than UK. So congratulations, Lauren.
Thank you, Nathan, and congratulations, Lauren. We are so excited to hear about all of the wonderful things that you've been up to. If you would like, Lauren, if you want to just say nothing crazy, just a couple words, if you're open to sharing with us a little bit about your experience.
Of course. First, I just want to say thank you. This is such an amazing honor and an amazing award. It's such an honor to be recognized by a university and an organization that means so much to me. Completing an internship in research at the Markey Cancer Center has been really transformative and something that I never saw coming. I never intended to work in research when I came to UK. I didn't really like it, didn't have an interest, but I decided to take a chance on it when Dr. Vanderford emailed me and reached out, and thank goodness I did. He has been so incredibly supportive. The first paper that I actually worked on with him, he mentioned I had some experience in fiction writing. So I thought it would kind of transfer over to scientific research. And so I wrote this paper and I was really confident about it, really ready to go. And I sent it to him. And in hindsight, it was not great. There was definitely a learning curve for writing scientific research papers. But Dr. Vanderford has been so patient, and his guidance is something that I will forever be grateful for as I continue to medical school and beyond. I also want to thank the Career Center and the Office of Undergraduate Research. You guys have been so supportive throughout everything. So thank you. I couldn't do this without everyone that I just mentioned, and congratulations to everyone nominated and the winners today. Thanks.
Wonderfully said. Thank you, Lauren. And thank you so much for everyone for celebrating in the nominations and the time that you've put into mentoring our students. We're so grateful for all the time that you've poured into them, and congratulations again, Arizzona, Chess, Sabrina, Shy, and Tom. We're so glad to be in your presence this evening and sharing all about the wonderful things that you all have been up to during not so easy times. So we are excited to celebrate you. And then with that, I'll turn it back over to Rachel to wrap us up.
Thank you, Laura. Again, very well said by everyone. A big thank you to the nominees, the nominators who attended, and our friends and family that came to support all of our UK interns and our employers of the year this evening. We so appreciate everyone coming out to celebrate. We shared a lot of meaningful and impactful testimonials here today, and we are just so honored to have the opportunity to highlight all of these incredible accomplishments and all of these amazing employer partnerships as well. So we just want to thank you all again for coming. And with that, we will conclude our event. All of our UK staff will be hanging out here for a minute. So if you have any questions or comments, or you just want to say hi, we will be hanging out for a few minutes. But with that, we thank you all. And again, congratulations to all of those nominees and winners here today.
Thank you so much.
Thanks, you guys.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thanks again, Rachel. Appreciate it. Thanks, everybody. Thanks, Sarah.
Thanks, Scott. You have a great night.
Hey, guys.
This is definitely the part that I missed from in-person events, where you can just hang out and chat with each other afterwards.
Oh gosh, I gotta stop recording.
That was great. I mean, I'll wait till you stop recording.